All right, we got the 1097 full summary here. And if you need a refresher on what was going on in the previous chapter, please check out my previous spoiler video on 1097, because I'm just going to get straight into it now because we got plenty to talk about. So 8 years after the God Valley incident, which was 30 years ago in the current time of the story, we're in the South Blue in the Sorbet Kingdom. And of course, we are still in Kuma's flashback because he is now 17 years old and has become a pastor. He is healing the poor elderly in the country by removing the pain from their bodies using his devil fruit power. The people call it the miracle hand. So before we go any further, I've always wondered this about Kuma and just One Piece in general, ever since I was a kid and I first watched this series. Because, what was it, like around Alabasta or something is when you first see Kuma, maybe, I don't really remember, but he's holding like a Bible, and I've always wondered, like, what is written in that book, and like, what is the context of it within the One Piece world? You know what I mean? Like, it says he's a pastor here, but like, what religion is he a pastor of? Or is it just like, kind of like the general spirituality that all Japanese people have? They don't really believe in like one, like monotheism. It's kind of just like, yeah, the spirits are out there and we just respect them. I guess that's more so what Oda's going for here. And in considering what he's also doing here, I think this is supposed to parallel to like Jesus from Christianity, you know, because I guess Kuma is supposed to be something like that, or some kind of prophet, meaning that Joy Boy or Nika is like the actual like Christ-like character in this series, aside from like Luffy. We also see Ginny, now 21 years old, has become a fine young woman. She is very pretty and sexy. Whoa, who's writing this? Pewpiece? Chill out, Pewpiece. This is YouTube, bro. He scolds the elder people who are camping inside the church. She seems to be very popular amongst the boys. Tell me about it, apparently. The citizens are saying that the new king of Sorbet Kingdom, King Bakori, is a heartless and cheapskate king. He even makes the sick people pay tribute. The king is listening to their conversation through wiretap and is blushing. What a psycho. Kuma says to the people that he can heal them every week as long as it's just a light sickness or pain. Well, that seems kind of like Cap, right? Because he pulled an entire arc's worth of pain out of Luffy, so maybe he just wasn't as strong at that point yet. Maybe his Nikyu no Mi powers have developed more when we meet him at Thriller Bark. All the accumulated pain removed by Kuma, same size of pain that he removed from Luffy in Thriller Bark, whoa, that's a coincidence. I honestly didn't know that was going to come up here, is condensed into a paw bubble, and he did what Zoro did. He took all the pain by himself. Oh, nice. Really making me like Kuma here more than I originally did. And before I go further, let me just put it out there before I forget to talk about it. Pretty sure Kuma is coming back like in the story. I wouldn't be surprised if Vegapunk has like some kind of clone or replica of him, you know, the way that Stussy does. And then he's just going to put like Kuma's memories in it and then Kuma's back. Pretty sure that's coming. I mean, why not? Ginny is crying and says that Kuma does this every week and the people don't know. Kuma says that it can't be helped because someone should take all the pain and suffering that was removed or it won't disappear. If he leaves the massive pain and suffering alone, it will just go back to whoever he removed it from. But Kuma says he's happy because everyone he helped was happy. I've got a really good idea. Build up all that pain, make like a pain nuke, and then just drop it on Mary Joie. You know what I'm saying? 25 years ago, Kuma is now 22 years old. Ginny asked Kuma to marry her, but Kuma refuses. Ginny is furious and is still pressuring him. Kuma wants them to be happy, but he remembers the tragic past of his parents and doesn't want the same thing to happen to Ginny. Kuma changes the subject and tells Ginny about the news of Dragon and the Freedom Army. He tells her that Dragon is cool and he must be a hero. Kuma says he wants to go out to the sea someday and save many people. That's the way he wanted to live his life. The two kids from the last chapter who bullied Kuma, the one with the hat is named Yu, brings fish to their home. Apparently both have a crush on Ginny. 22 years ago, a big accident happened because Kuma is now 25 years old. He's telling the king's army to release the people they kidnapped. The kidnappers told Kuma that the laws changed. It was stated that the southern people can be used however they please. Kuma got angry because he knows that they will make them slaves and attacks them with Ursus Shock, one of like the strongest attacks that we've seen of all devil fruits, to be honest. The king explained that the Sorbet Kingdom will be divided into two parts. The northern part will be the true Sorbet Kingdom, and the southern part is where the old people lives who can't pay tribute. The king calls them hindrances. Kuma's church is also in the southern part. The king believes believes that by doing this, the Sorbet Kingdom will prosper. So I was going to relate this to like another country that did that, but I realized if I said that, it would make people think about topical stuff that's going on, and I swear that I wasn't talking about that. We see Kuma, Zhoniin, and 3 other persons, including the 2 kids from the last chapter, in a jail cell. Kuma is now wearing his signature hat. All of a sudden, the Freedom Army arrives and attacks Sorbet Kingdom and disposes the king. Dragon and Ivankov appear. Ivankov says, "Hey Kuma, if you're still the same person as back then, let's go and change the world." The Freedom Army, which came along with the pirate era and the tragedy of Ohara, was led by the 2 pillars, Dragon and Ivankov. With the addition of Kuma, it transformed into the Revolutionary Army that reverberated throughout the world. Zhoniin also joins the Revolutionary Army. Dragon says that they are still lacking funds. He wants the Revolutionary Army to help the rebellion faction of a country who want to dispose their kings. He also wants to train new recruits in the proper handling of weapons and teach them how to fight. Also, I like that Pew Piece is putting RA here as an abbreviation or an acronym for Revolutionary Army, because I'm pretty sure Oda put it out there to pay homage to the Egyptian god of the sun, Ra, because, you know, in One Piece, just like other series, One Punch Man, more particular, good guys are the sun, bad guys are the moon. So, you know, Ra, god of the sun, obviously Revolutionary Army, good guys. Dragon says he was a Marine. He says he didn't find justice there. Kuma says that he will follow Dragon, and Dragon says that he won't make him regret that decision. Kuma goes back from time to time to visit his church. Okay, so the big bombshell's being revealed here. Dragon was a former Marine. And we talked about this yesterday, and I was trying to figure out, like, okay, when was this moment where he didn't find justice there in being a Marine? And I thought maybe God Valley, and it still is possible that he was there, but you know, I was throwing some headcanon out there saying that, oh, maybe he saved Kuma from God Valley. But after reading this, I'm thinking that probably didn't happen. It seems like they're meeting for the first time here. So I guess he didn't save him. It's even possible that Dragon wasn't at God Valley, but it would just make too much sense that he was there, you know, because that would be a great moment for him to like see that there was no justice and then just be like, you know what, I'm done with the Marines and the Celestial Dragons. You guys are all psychopaths. I'm gone. I'm going to become a Revolutionary Army guy. And also the fact that Dragon is literally the first character to reveal to us who the Holy Knights are. Pretty sure, right? It was like around 1085, 1084 area. And we know that the Holy Knights were at God Valley. So it would just be a nice little, you know, connecting, coming full circle here. If Dragon was there, also considering the Garp's going there and Dragon is Garp's son, I don't know. I just want to see a flashback with Dragon as a Marine. I think that would be cool. I know the real big hot topic going around right now is that Dragon and Akainu were boys or they were rivals. That would be incredible because that would set up a Dragon and Akainu fight at the end. Although maybe that will happen, maybe that won't. I don't think there'll be any finality to that. I'm pretty sure that Sabo is unfortunately going to be the one that defeats Akainu because, you know, Akainu killed Ace and Luffy can only defeat so many people at the end of the series. Like, I don't think Oda's just going to have him run a gauntlet. Like, he just takes down Blackbeard, takes down Akainu, takes down the Gorosei, takes down Emu. Like, that's just too much. You gotta, you know, spread out these big wins. And I think it's Sabo is going to take down Akainu. I don't really care for Sabo. He doesn't deserve to have anything, to be honest, but it's whatever. 8 more years have passed. 14 years ago in a certain kingdom. We see Ginny. She is now the East Army commander. She is very happy because they will be joining Kuma's squad the next day. I also talked about this before, but I guess Ginny's pretty strong, right? Since she is the East Army commander. Who is the East Army commander now? I'm not going to Google it, but maybe Bello Betty or Karasu Hindenburg. Is that the Rocket Raccoon type of guy? One of them, right? And I wonder if she also has a devil fruit. I was wondering if her devil fruit allows her to like manipulate technology or have a better understanding of it. Maybe not, or maybe it's just an inherent ability that she has. She's just, you know, precocious with that stuff. Revolutionary Army HQ, Baltigo. Someone reports to Dragon that Ginny was kidnapped. The one who reported said there was an unexpected enemy. Ooh, end note, disturbing news. This is pretty exciting. Not because Ginny is going to die. I don't want her to die. But we all know that she's probably dead because she's not around. There's a possibility that she is like held prisoner at Mary Joie currently. I'm not going to cross my fingers for that. But this is making me think that we're going to see Dragon get his hands dirty in the next chapter. That would make this flashback worth it. Oda teased us with the God Valley stuff. Didn't really reveal too much, and that's fine. But if we see Dragon's devil fruit reveal here, that would be incredible. Like, unexpected enemy. Wonder who it is. Is it Akainu? Is it Garling? Shanks' implied father? Oh man, I just hope we get the Sea Dragon's Devil Fruit reveal. That would just be too much, right? What are the popular theories? Wind, air Logia, or mythical Zhoniin that can control the weather? Let me know in the comments. That's pretty much it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think, and subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.